I will have a theme song. I would have a theme song. Let me move this shit up away. But I definitely do got a topic today. And my topic for real is hood culture and gangbang culture. You know, the reason why as black people as a whole, and I ain't even, matter of fact, let me scratch all that. The reason why black people and brown people as a whole hasn't made it over that hump. I truly believe the gang culture, hood culture, whatever you want to call it. I really think that's holding us back. But let me introduce myself. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Uncle Wani, and you are watching the Uncle Wani Show live. I be on TikTok every day talking my bull, but YouTube is really about topics, and my topic today, really, you know, I want to get into because I believe hood culture, gangbang culture, is the reason why us black people as a whole is not where we need to be. I'm moving this mic out the way because really, mic is just it ain't for show. It's something weird going on with it. But let me dim this down because you're watching Uncle Wani show. Uncle Wani. But today I got some Resposado, and I'm really just wanting to talk about hood culture and gangbang culture. I mean, I could start on the. I'm gonna start with the gangbang culture because I feel like that is the worst of the worst. You know, gangs. I think gangs came about like the early '40s. Um, but some of the most prominent gangs, like the Crips or the Bloods, they came from uh, LA, and they started with a good message. Like the Crips was supposed to be, some type of alternative for like the Black Panthers, and then the Bloods was formed to protect, the black community from the police and the oppressors. I got five people up here. What's up? Wow. But I do believe gang culture as a whole is horrible for the black community. The black community, for real, we need to get away from that gang culture. I don't care what you claim. I don't care, what neighborhood you from. I don't care uh, how long you've been banging. All I want to say is, though, you need to stop it. Just stop it. Get some help. Because all that goofball. I don't want to say the word on YouTube. I can say it on TikTok, but all that goofball stuff y'all boys be doing out there, man. I just think, like, it's really destroying us. Like the other day, I want to say I was at Target. I was at Target up in it's not that far from there. I was up in Target in Woodmere, Ohio, near like Beechwood, and this is a nice neighborhood. A nice neighborhood. And I see these like three or four young dudes. I'm talking about shiesties on them. And they just making a bunch of noise. They just talking a bunch of shit to each other, I guess. I think they just probably got out of school, but they was making so much noise. Shiesty on, I'm talking about all of them. Shiesty on, puffer coat, looking like they about to steal something. And I'm not judging nobody, but why are you going into Target looking like that? Why are you going up in Target looking like you about to rob the joint? I don't understand that. But long story short, they check out the same time I check out, right? I guess one of the young man's mothers pulls up to the front to get him. Man, they in the Escalade. And I ain't talking about like the old Escalade, old body. I'm talking about, the Asian eye Escalade, the new one, the new style. They get in that Escalade and I think like, man, if I grew up like that, I would have never been in the gang. I would have never. And yeah, I used to gang bang, and I thought it was goofy. At a certain age, you throwing up hand signs, you starting to look autistic. When you get to doing this, any of that, you start to look autistic, especially when you hit 25. Once you hit 25 and you doing all that gang banging, you's a goofball. And I don't care about who watching that bang. If you bang, and you 25 plus, you need what my mom used to say. Shout out to my mom too. It's her birthday. I wish the clapper thing was working so we could shout out to my mom. So rest in peace to her. But gang, man, that gang culture, man, I don't understand, man. I never understood why somebody wanted to be like a part of a group of destruction of black community. I know a lot of people who probably think that I'm just, oh man, this old nigga just hate. I'm here to tell you, I'm not hating. I just hope my brother to get it together because you know I feel like a lot of people think that gang shit is cool. Protecting yourself like a gang member is just like cool as hell for some reason. Uh, I'm sorry to tell you, like real structure, real structure is not gang culture. That they might have started off as trying to structure themselves as somebody, but it ended up in to the wrong people's hands, and now we got cities like L.A. ran by gang members. So, like, that's just not cool. Especially when we got good celebrities and like rappers and stuff like entertainers. It seems like only the black entertainment has to check in to LA. And I don't get that for the life of me. Why do every black entertainer gotta check in when they come to Los Angeles, but the white ones don't have to check in? I don't even think the Spanish ones gotta check in. Only people of color like us, like the black people. Not even Africans got to check in, which is crazy. Only black Americans check in to some goofy stuff. And it seemed like, oh, well, if you don't check in, you ain't got no protection. Protection from who? Who do I need you to protect me from? And why are they after me? Because I'm black? I hear so much stories about like people taking vacations to Los Angeles and not leaving the way they came. They either leaving in a body bag or leaving with some type of injury. Gang culture is like the dumbest culture. I know somebody probably gonna see this later on and get in the comments and say, "Man, that bald head old nigga don't know what he's talking about." Okay, okay, keep gang banging. You're gonna end up in a certain place, and I would go in on the dads and I would go in on the moms of these young men that's banging, especially the ones up in Woodmere, Ohio. Um, you go to Orange High School, buddy. You're not a gang member, buddy. Stop it. You live in a great community. I wish I grew up in that community. I wish my mother had the opportunity to pull up in the Escalade and pick me up from school. You young men have so many opportunities and a good future ahead of you, but you want to be gang members. And I didn't hear them throw up a gang. Well, say they was in a gang, but you could just tell. You could just look at them and be like, okay, yeah, he up to no good. he shouldn't even be going down that path. But gang culture, I got a few cousins that's gangbangers. I got two cousins that live in Arizona, one a blood and one a crip, and they on the same side of the family. I'm talking about they mothers are cousins. Make that make sense. And I get it, in LA, brothers can be bloods and crips, but y'all in Phoenix, Arizona. Y'all are in Phoenix, Arizona, and people might be like, man, you in Phoenix banged out. That's the corny shit I'm talking about. I don't care if Phoenix banged out. I don't care if Los Angeles is banged out. I don't care if Cleveland, Ohio is banged out. I don't give a damn. I, I honestly, I wish they can gather you gangbang niggas up and send y'all to an island to where y'all can just duke it out or do whatever y'all want to do because we need to destroy that up out of the black community. The black community needs so much, and one of the things they need to change our young black men is to get that gang bang culture up out of here. The next thing I want to talk about is uh, the hood culture, and this one for the females, because I start seeing the hood culture, drip off into different cultures like white people, Spanish people, and Asian people. Uh, that hood culture shit, like, where do y'all get off thinking that's cool? Like, where do y'all get off thinking that's just tight? Like, we got young women who listen to music like Cardi B, Meg The Stallion, what's another? Lotto, uh, just a bunch of blisters. And when you look into it, they don't even believe the lyrics they giving out to you. But yet, y'all want to go twerk everywhere. I seen a video where it was people twerking in church. And no, I'm not a Christian, but it was people twerking in church. And no, it wasn't AI. It's just, why are you twerking at church? I think that I could have sworn church was for guidance. I could swear. I could have sworn it was for guidance, not twerking. But then again, as if y'all see me on TikTok, like I always say, it's women out here who will go to the club, get buzzed down, and then 6 hours later be at church. I ain't gonna say six. I'm over exaggerating. I don't want nobody correcting me. Like 6 hours is too early. 12 hours later, they at church on their knees talking about Jesus save me. You need to save yourself because you out here living life foul. To all the women on dating apps like Tinder, and I ain't talking about white women or Asian women or Spanish women. I'm talking about my black sisters. To all the black sisters that's on dating apps right now, if you really care about yourself right now, I need you to pick up that phone, tablet, laptop, delete them apps. Just delete them. Because if you out here living foul, ain't nobody about to save you. And then everybody want to be like, well, Cardi B ain't married no more. Ain't nobody save her. He didn't say he started cheating on her like after they got married. Then the new guy started cheating on her after he got tired. So all that. What about this? There's no example that you young ladies can give right now and be like, this is a wholesome woman. We can hold her up, and we proud of her. She's done so much for the community. There's not one, and I'm talking about the ones that you want to see twerk, talk about twerking, make songs about their lady bits. Just there's nobody I can think of right now, and that goes for the men too, because the music really. I seen like I want to say a year ago, everybody was praising Kendrick for his lyrics, but if you really read into the shit he's saying, Like all that gangbang shit is lame to me. Like how are you the savior for the black people, but at the same time, you praise the gang? Because if you got a bunch of gang members on your album, I mean that's a bad look. You can't say you're a black savior bringing destruction. You can't be the slave master and the slave. You just can't. You got to pick a side. Uh, then it's like, man, we got to stop blaming. And mainly hood culture like to blame. They like to blame white people for this and that. Oh, if it wasn't for slavery, well, I mean, slavery existed like 500 years. I want to say slavery existed like 4,000 years. Slavery existed for a long time, and it's not just generalized to just us black Americans. Uh, I don't want to sound like I'm just everywhere with it. But even to think about that, black people, we got to stop telling ourselves that we were pharaohs and then say we were real Israelites or no, what we were real Hebrews. So if y'all know history, you would know that the pharaohs was not. I'm sorry to tell you, only one of them was, and I think it was like Nefertiti is her name, but the rest of them was. I mean, the rest of the pharaohs were from Greek lineage or um, Roman lineage. So we might have been the original. Well, I can't say we. I'm talking about people from East Africa. East Africans are most likely the original Hebrews, but no black person except for Nefertiti was ever a pharaoh. The pyramids did not exist until people came along and forced to build. I ain't even drink none of this Resposado. Let me drink some Resposado. I can't play no music over here because they really strict about the music. But what was I at? Hood culture. Hood culture is just, it's disgusting. To me, it's disgusting. I'm tired of you niggas with the two-strand twist. I'm just tired of seeing that. I'm tired of seeing that. Y'all niggas can't come up with a new hairstyle. I'm just like, what's up with you guys? It's like y'all want to be dirt. Y'all want to be future. Y'all want to be all these not reputable guys in the community. All the guys who destroy the community. Y'all want to be. Y'all don't want to be yourselves, and it's scary. That's why I rock this, because at the end of the day, bro, I don't care about none of that. I just wish though, like my black brothers could stop trying to be something they're not. Like cities I would never go visit again. Atlanta is one of them, and it's not because of the reason what most people would think. I don't really care about the sunshine community. They really don't bother me, even though I don't really like the, I don't really care though. They don't bother me as long as they ain't like coming up in my face. Pause. Well, coming up to me trying to talk to me. We're good. I just don't like the hood culture in Atlanta, which I feel like that's not the dream Martin Luther King had. Martin Luther King didn't have the dream of you niggas wearing shiesty masks, riding around in scat packs and Hellcats that's stolen, um, wearing puffer coats in the summertime. Like, well, like little nigga, why you got a puffer coat? It's 80 degrees outside. Wow, like, what are we doing? On top of that, that's not the dream Martin Luther King had. Martin Luther King didn't think about uh, teenage boys like 16, 17, even low as 15, Glocks and switches. And y'all not even killing the oppressors. And I'm not telling nobody to go unalive anybody. But it's like y'all only target looks just like you. And that goes for the boys out in LA because that's another city. I don't want to go visit no more. I don't even want to step foot there no more. I don't even like. I used to have like this vision of me living in Venice Beach. Like this is when I was young. I was not even in high school yet. I was in middle school. I always imagined myself living in Venice Beach. Cool little whip. Cool little whip out there in Venice Beach. Living my life. And then I realized that's not a reality, big dog. You get down to Venice Beach, it's always gonna be somebody that's trying to press you about what hood you from, what you claim, what you bang. Hey, blood. Hey, cuz, what you claiming? What you banging? It's ain't nobody about to. I don't like explaining myself, especially to low IQ people. So I just can't. I just can't go to Los Angeles. Maybe when the pedo president get rid of the gangbangers, maybe so. Because California is a nice place to be, but like I know a few guys from my city went to LA. One of them I actually went to high school with. He went to LA, man. Somebody tried to rob him, and he unfortunately, man, he lost his life. Rest in peace to him, by the way. Rest in peace to him, because that was crazy, man. When I seen that, I was like, man. And before anybody called me a snitch or rat or whatever, I'm gonna just tell y'all straight up. I was hoping that his killers get caught so they can go to prison for life. Because y'all killing people not realizing they got family members, they got moms and dads, and, sisters and brothers. That's who gonna really like miss them. And I feel like we have to stop before it's too late. I don't think it's too late right now because everything is never too late. But I don't know, man. Maybe I'm contradicting myself. I feel like the route we going, it'll be too late. It'll be too late to change. We need to change. Honestly, it started with us. We keep wanting to blame. Oh man, the white man stole us from this land and he brought us here. He made us do this and he the reason why this and that. I'm gonna say the only thing that white people did that's wrong to me was during the Jim Crow era when they was blocking us from the same opportunity they had. Other than that, slavery really, like Kanye said, I ain't gonna lie, slavery was a choice because at that point you got 100 slaves and 25 white people on a plantation. Kind of, kind of a choice at that part. Y'all can say, well, fear, because black people hate everything about white people until you start talking about Christianity. Christianity is the worst thing that the white man taught you and you held on to. And it's crazy. There's niggas out here rapping about killing and then rapping about God and in the same song calling themselves a demon. That's the hood culture we got. We got people contradiction, like walking contradictions at that. They contradicting themselves talking about, oh man, God got my back. Next line. Slide on a nigga, put him on his back. Next line. I'm a demon. Next line. I know Jesus hear me calling. Bro, are you schizophrenic? Like, are you schizophrenic? Dirk was putting his hands like this. I praise Allah. But was paying people to be killed. And it's a lot of you weirdos who think that's okay. First of all, the reason why he was doing that is dumb because Vaughn was a serial killer. Bond put himself in that position. Bond had no right to put his hands on somebody, and that's why he lost his life. Honestly, I don't even know dude's name, Quando, John Doe, or whatever. Like, his man's had every right. He was protecting his bro. He like, oh hell no, this nigga's a serial killer. I gotta protect my bro. So for like, anybody mad about that, that's crazy. And I've seen a lot of people mad about it. Like, man, they killed Vaughn, man. Well, F Quando John Doe. F that boy. Like, man, bro. And my guy, he did what he was supposed to do. Shout out to Quando John Doe, Quando Londo, whatever his name is. Shout out to you, younger brother. Shout out to the young man that put King Von out his misery because King Von deserved that. He deserved it. And before anybody be like, "Who is you? You not God?" I don't believe in no outside source, higher power. I mean, if you actually read the Bible, I can't say the verse verbatim, but I know it said when you look for God, He's within. I don't really pray to anything because, I mean, as we can see, the white man gets his prayers answered and the black people don't get nothing. But hood culture is definitely a destruction. Probably next Saturday, I'll talk about Christianity being a destruction to black the black community, especially with the black pastors making all the money. We not making nothing. We not getting nothing. That's why I really strayed away from all that nonsense. Uh, but hood culture has destroyed our black women. Um, it destroyed our black men. And what I don't get is we'll blame, oh, gay people is messing up black culture. Gay people messing up black culture. White people kill black culture. No, hood, what they call it, nigga shit messed up black culture. Um, Gangbangs. It's crazy because gangbangs, there's a lot of homosexuals in gangs. So it's like these guys go to prison and they link up, they chain gang, they gang bang each other. But y'all want to blame these openly L boy LGQ GBT people. I ain't even drunk. I don't even know. But y'all want to blame them? It don't even make sense, man. It doesn't. We want to blame everybody for our problems, but we don't realize we the biggest problem. I can't even say we because I don't listen to music that has kill a nigga. I don't listen to twerk music. I don't listen to none of that. I listen to old school music that talk about love. I don't listen to none of that nonsense. I wish I had a guest up on here because man, if I can get me a guest on here, we can talk about this. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can get a guest on here. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna what they say. Namaste. Namaste. Gotta get my guy. But hood culture has killed the black community. Another thing with hood culture was killing us is drug dealers. We idolize drug dealers like drug dealing is something to do. Something that's like drug dealing is not respectable. How is that respectable? How is drug dealing respectable? What you would do is sell some dope. You'll probably get an X amount of years to do your thing. Stack your money, don't stack your money, but I mean, honest with you, you're gonna get caught eventually. When you get caught, most drug dealers have children when they get caught. Except for my guy Chris, he ain't had no kids. Shout out to Chris, free Chris. I know I'm on here talking about drug dealers and shit, but that was my guy. He did do some dumb shit. I mean, it is what it is. I used to sell dope, so I get it. So that's why, I shout out to my dude Chris. But like as a whole, man, the reason why I even sold dope, that's all I've seen all my life. Like the most successful people sold dope. Wasn't no black people around me being successful that didn't sell dope. I ain't never seen it. I never experienced it. I mean, I had an aunt who lived in Arizona, well, she still do, but she was successful, but she didn't show me how to be successful. Shout out to my auntie, but she didn't show me how to be successful. And all the black men in my family were like, especially on my dad's side, either did drugs or was just, what they call jailbirds. That's not success to me. I ain't seen nobody be successful for real, for real. Not no man. Not no man. For real, for real. Only people I seen making money was the niggas that had that bag. And then was the guys who was pulling up with the fly whips, dressing all fly with all the women. Women flocked to them like birds. You know, they was the life. And when I was a kid, I was impressionable. I always wanted nice things out of life. Like, since I was young, I always wanted nice things. And I feel like, man, I didn't think that I could get it unless I sold dope. But dope dealers, man, they should not be a thing in the hood to where we hold them up. Like that's a real thing. Like drug dealing is not nothing respectable. How can you say you respect drug dealers? How can you be like, oh man, he sells dope, he killing the community. That's tough. That's honestly that goes against the community. It's like, man, then like what the dope dealers doing? A turkey drive? You giving turkeys away to people who probably can't even cook the damn turkey. A turkey drive, a turkey drive, and y'all only do that in November. What are the dope dealers doing for the community? I want somebody. I want somebody in this. When y'all watch this later, I want somebody in the comments tell me, other than turkey drives, what type of money is dope dealers putting into the community? What y'all giving it to the preachers who spending on them damn selves? I mean, y'all not putting nothing into the community. So I feel like y'all gotta get out the community. Like move, move. We don't need none of that. We need real leaders in the black community. And if you can't be a real leader in the black community, bro, get up out of here. I hate the fact that I even sold drugs before. I feel like that's a taint on my name for real. When people, like, man, when I used to go try to get these jobs and they see that drug dealing taint, like they're like, oh man, they treat it like I beat bitches. Sorry, you two, I ain't mean that, but they treat it like that. I feel like, man, it's just crazy. And I feel like, man, like when you black and you carry yourself a certain way, and then you get mad when somebody judge you for being that certain way, it's just when you black, man, you ain't supposed to present yourself like that. Like I went to Walmart today, and it was Africans in there presenting themselves as normal, civilized folks, and then it was black people in there conducting themselves looking crazy as hell. I like I'm gonna give some examples. I like Chipotle. I'm a fat fucker. I like Chipotle. Uh, by where I live, there's two Chipotles. There's one on what is it, Richmond, and there's one on Chagrin. Which one do y'all think is the good one? One is in Warrensville Heights, and the other one is Woodmere. I go to the one in Woodmere because even though it's black people working there, they conduct themselves as civilized. The one that's in Warrensville Heights, I was just there like I want to say Wednesday, and the workers was about to fight. There's a Piata across the street, a little bit down the way from there. On two occasions, the workers were about to fight. One occasion, some young black girl, she was mad that it was a lot of customers, so she riled up on her boss and bitch, I'll beat your ass. You ain't talking to me like that. Second occasion, it was two dudes. Dude, the younger guy put a ladle in a position to where it fell, and his manager, black guy, walked past it. The ladle falls on the ground. This manager, in front of a restaurant full of people, looks at his employee and tells him, "Man, what the fuck did you do that for? Why the fuck did you leave that ladle right here, young man? What you doing?" Nigga, the young dude, he already mad because, like I said, it was a store full of motherfuckers. Young dude say something, older dude said, "Nah, I smack the shit out of you." Mind you, it is about like 30, 40 white people in this store. It's like, bro, y'all embarrassing me at this point. Y'all embarrassing. Hood culture is embarrassing. All that shit embarrassing. All that ski mask in the grocery stores, all that Nike tech shit, all that all that shit is just embarrassing. I feel like we need better leaders. We can't get better leaders when we keep supporting rappers who's talking about killing people who look just like them. We can't get better leaders if we letting women tell other women who look like them pop pussy because you'll get paid. If like we can't get better leaders if we got niggas at the church talking about Jesus will save you if you give me your money. We can never get better leaders in the black community if we keep being Democrats and letting them tell us, oh, well, it's okay to do this and that. White man made you do it anyway. Like, we cannot, if we can't take accountability for being hood, gangbangers, destroying the community, we can't get better leaders. I believe we need better leaders. We definitely need better leaders, man. Everybody I grew up with, most people I grew up with, they in jail or dead. And it's like, that's embarrassing. A lot of my childhood friends are gone, either in prison or gone. So at a point of time, and I say I was about like 16, 17, uh, a lady who claimed to be a psychic, but she also was a preacher. She had came to the house before. My mom, we used to stay over on the west side of Akron. And I remember she told me, if you keep hanging out with six of them dudes, you would end up in prison or dead. This is, I wish my brother was in here. He can verify this for you. I stopped hanging out with everybody because she never gave me the names of the niggas that was going to lead me to prison or death. I didn't want to die. I didn't want to go to prison. Like, that's out of the question. So I started being a loner. And that's where I started developing a mind for myself. I got out of all that gang banging shit. I got out of that. Oh, I'm a hood nigga. I got out of all of that goofy shit because I refuse to go to jail or the graveyard early. I got an older brother who is like 4 months older than me on my father's side. And, we, like I said, we 16. So I'm only really hanging out with him because that's my brother. I don't hang out with any other niggas. And he ended up going to jail for some dumb shit. And that just solidified that, like, nah, man. I always said if I go to prison, it's gonna be about some money. It ain't gonna be about no broad. It ain't gonna be about nobody disrespecting me. It ain't gonna be about none of that. If I go to prison, it's about some money. And the older I get, the amount of money is that motherfucker. When if I go to prison, when you read that docket, it better say a B. After they say the number, it better say a B, at least a B behind it, because I'm cool, bro. I'm not going to jail with no petty change. And of course, I had opportunities in my earlier life to hit some Demi Lovato's and get a couple dollars, but something always steered it away from me because at the end of the day, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to go to jail for. Um, but for a while, I was just being a loner. I was being a loner because I started growing up early. Like I say, it was a good thing and a bad thing that lady told me that if I didn't stop hanging out with six dudes, that I was going to go to prison. At the time, me and my older brother and my older cousin, we was still in cars. I learned how to drive at like 15, like in a stolen car. So at the time, like, I started thinking about what life could really be and what life should never be. That's around the time, like, really, I really started to focus because, like I said earlier, I was really thinking about moving to California. I wanted to live in LA, Venice Beach. I wanted to live there because I thought California was just laid back. I thought all the gangbangers stayed in South Central, Compton, Inglewood. I thought they stayed there. And then I started doing research. I learned that Venice Beach is not the place to be. There's a lot of people that get whacked over there. I'm not holding it or anything, but it's like, no, I ain't about to move there. I just feel like, man, a lot of things in the black community change. Well, I might make this one short, but a lot of things need to change in the black community. Hopefully, I get another audience by next Saturday. If y'all can do me a favor, like and subscribe to this. It's gonna be better. It's gonna get better. We're gonna get better. We headed to the top. This is the second live on YouTube I've done, but like I said, like you can catch me Monday through Friday on TikTok. Really at 7 o'clock. Thursdays though, for real, 8 o'clock. I really get on there and just do a little bit of talking, try to help people find love. But right now, like I don't know if it's because it's my mom's birthday. I'm not really feeling it today. Hopefully, I have a better day next Saturday. And shit, y'all better stay tuned to that April 4th one too. That April 4th Saturday. Your boy. That's gonna be a good one. But I'm trying to find a co-host. I would rather have a female co-host on here, not a male, because I feel like I need insight from a female's perspective. Because if I put another dude on here, it's like we might have the same perspective. I do have a co-host, but right now my guy he a little shaky. He be this is second time being late to work. T, come on now, T. But I hope really people just hear this and like be like, man, he right. We gotta stop gang banging. We gotta stop being idiots. We gotta stop praising drug dealers. Like we gotta stop being just like dumb people. I hope the young ladies don't get mad at me for saying I need to stop twerking so much. Like what do you get out of that? You get on the internet twerk and then get mad when a nigga approach you like, oh, I mean, like, why you shaking ass on the internet? Like, why do you want to be known for a girl who shake ass on the internet? I mean, it's your life, but if you want to find a good man, that's not how you find a good man. And if you don't want to find a good man, you still don't want no reputation for, oh, hey, look, that's that girl who shake ass on the internet, bro. You know, like, bro, you don't want that type of negativity. I got a daughter, and I refuse to let her, be like that. I refuse to have my baby be one of them type of hoochies. So I'm keeping mine busy. She staying away from that activity. I got a son. He ain't gonna be no gangbanger. I already know I asked my son to square up the other day. He looked at me like, "What is that?" He he said he don't know what I was talking about. He said, "I don't know what you're talking about." I just I'm changing somebody's life. I hope to change a lot of people's life one day. I mean, if I don't, at least I'm trying. I'm trying to do something. I don't want to be. I don't want to leave this earth and be like, man, I ain't help nobody. I ain't trying to help these niggas. These niggas is crazy. I barely drunk tequila, man. And man, what we have. To the people in here, just like this. Share, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I mean, I ain't an ugly dude. I'm a handsome guy. I'm taken though. So, but just man, start fucking with your boy Uncle Wani. I got stuff to say. I wish I had an audience and some guests. So I mean, it ain't just me just rambling and rattling and shit. Like, but definitely, man, we got to get rid of the hood. We got to get rid of that hood shit. I believe honestly, the hood is the hell in the Bible, and the nice neighborhoods is heaven on earth. I really believe that because you can go to these nice areas, it's so quiet and peaceful, and then like you go to the bad areas and you say, "Oh my God, why am I around here?" Like you can take Chagrin Boulevard. If you head all the way east, you will end up Chagrin Falls, peaceful. But if you go west, Chagrin Boulevard, I promise you, you would see telephone poles with missing children posters about 10 feet high. I kid you not. I seen it myself. And it was heartbreaking because how is that many kids missing in that area? Like we just gotta get better as blacks, man. We can't keep living in moments like that. Y'all probably gonna get on my heels and be like, "What a police? What a police? What a white man? White man? White man?" White man didn't do none of that. We did that ourselves. We doing it to ourselves. It's 2026. There's no reason why, we got thousands of kids missing in Cleveland and nobody can find them. But you tell me that these niggas can find you if you find $5,000 at a bank on the ground outside. They can find your ass, but they can't find who took the children. Y'all telling me that we can't get better because white people then did something to us 400 years ago or 200 years ago? Y'all telling me that the reason why gangs is here is to fight against the white man, but as I've seen for the last, and I'm 33, as I've known any gang, I have yet hearing gangs kill more white people than black people. Gang culture sucks. Uh, I believe every gang member is a roach. Stop blaming gay community. Stop blaming them. They not, no offense, they destroyed a little bit. but gang members destroying a lot of it. I'm definitely gonna make this one short. Uh, Hopefully somebody watch this. This is gonna be one of my shortest episodes. Plus, I'm like way sick right now. I'm drinking this tequila, sipping this tequila. Resposado. I need to start promoting this or something. I see my beautiful woman in the comments. How you doing, love? I love you. I remember last week I was talking about we need to get moist men out of our community. Moist men, and a lot of gang members are moist. Them the people we need to get out of the community. Definitely gotta get them guys. Gang bangers, niggas that just want to kill other black people. Uh, just hood culture, period. Anything they got to do with the hood, get rid of it. Anything that's ghetto, get rid of it. Anything that's destroying the community, get rid of it. Any and everything. Deadbeat dads, deadbeat moms, DL niggas, DL women. A lot of women are DL, by the way, but get rid of them. Weirdo people, predators. Like, if you got a family member that touched another family member and your family tried to keep it a secret, get rid of them. Just get rid of them. Stop going around them because I hate pedophiles. I hate people who prey on women and children. I hate niggas who prey on men. I just hate niggas that pray, period. If you pray to God, I don't like you because that's not what your ancestors believed. Like, I just feel like, man, a lot need to be done in the black community in order for us for to be like, even be considered in the race. We not even in the race. We 12% and we the poorest. Like, shout out to everybody that's doing the thing though. Anybody that's black that's gonna watch this, shout out to y'all. Y'all doing y'all thing, man. I salute y'all. Salute. But to the ones that conduct themselves as YNs, YHs, blisters, ONs, big bruh ends, y'all, die slow. But I'm definitely about to wrap this one up. Stop it. Peace.